Once a month or so, medical researcher, women's health expert Lorna Vanderhaeghe pays us a visit to dispense nutritional medicine. How to get naturally beautiful skin is on her agenda today. It is my pleasure to welcome Lorna Vanderhaeghe back to Studio 4 to tell us more. Well, you're a good example of naturally beautiful skin.
Well, I've been working at it for a long time. I've been taking GLA-containing oils since I was about 22. I met this man who had the most stunning skin I've ever seen, and I said to him, "What's the secret?" He was in his 80s. He said, "GLA." And he said, "You need to start it now and you need to take it every day." And he said, "The younger we start," he said, "we can put 2-year-olds on it."
Really? GLA?
Yes.
What does that mean?
GLA is a very special fatty acid that's found only in a couple of different seed oils. One of them is borage. And GLA is found in abundance in borage oil. Interestingly enough, in the UK, they don't wear that pink ribbon that we wear over here for Cancer Month. They wear the borage flower, a little tiny blue flower, because they've done great research using GLA for breast cancer treatment and prevention. So not only does it make your skin beautiful, but it's also fabulous for our breasts as well.
Are we talking just skin on your face or skin all over your body?
All over your body. And you know, as we age, we start to get this crepey skin. And you know, you touch it and it almost feels like paper, and it's thin and dry, and
it's definitely looser.
And it's looser. And you know, one thing that is absolutely awful that happens to us women when we go through menopause is we lose the ability to make GLA from our food. When we're younger, we can make it from nuts and seeds and certain vegetables. But when we go through menopause, we no longer have the ability to get GLA from our food because the enzyme that makes GLA from our food doesn't work after menopause. So we have to supplement. There's absolutely no other way to get it.
What is it in essential fatty acids,
Yes.
in salmon oil and all of that, or is this just a specific oil?
It's
What's
not
the difference?
found. It's not found in fish oil. GLA is not found in fish oil. GLA is not found in flax. It's not found in any of the other oils. It is only found predominantly in borage oil. We do see it also in evening primrose oil, but to a much lesser extent, and a little bit in blackcurrant oil. But if you really want to get lots of GLA, and you need about 500 milligrams per teaspoon in order to get adequate amounts, you would want to do that from borage oil.
So do you just take a glug in the morning?
I do. I have been using GLA oil literally since I was 20, and I have a fridge full of it, and it comes in a bottle like this.
Can
and
you
it says
overdose
GLA.
on it?
If you ever take too much oil, you get diarrhea, but that's not going to happen because it tastes nice too. That's the other thing. It has a pleasant sort of nutty taste. It's not offensive. It's easy to take, and you can even apply it to the skin. And you know, when we look at babies with cradle cap, if you've got a newborn that's developing cradle cap, that's one of the earliest warning signs that they're GLA deficient.
Okay, if you have oily skin, still okay?
If you have oily skin and acne, then GLA has been researched to stop acne as well. So it creates the imbalance in the skin also. So if you want perfect, beautiful skin, GLA is the secret.
Sure, it almost sounds too magical.
Well, it is.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, it is. It's like, you know, people are spending a lot of money on laser treatments and Botox and fillers, but, you know, let's get the skin integrity to be beautiful. So, you know, treating the skin from the inside out and remembering that the skin is an extension of your digestive tract. So that tube that goes from your mouth to your butt is telling you a lot about what's going on inside will show up on the outside of the skin. And so it's important to make sure you have healthy digestion as well.
Okay, so when you get a bump on your face, a hive, or just a lump, what does that mean?
Okay, well, hives and rashes, those are signs that you have a reaction to something. And again, we use GLA to calm those inflammatory reactions down. They've done research using GLA for everything from dermatitis to eczema, psoriasis. All of the, you know, people get those little bumps on the back of their arm, it feels like dry skin. That's actually a GLA deficiency, and we load people up with GLA and then all of a sudden their skin starts to smooth out. We do not get that effect with fish oil. So if you have eczema or psoriasis and you've been told to take fish oil, that would not be the recommended treatment for those kind of skin conditions.
And any difference between males or females?
No, men can use it too. We were talking about that in the green room. You know, we talk a lot about skin in women, but men care about what their skin look like as well. And, you know, they want to look great into their 80s. And
sure, or they have rosacea or bulbous nose.
Right, rosacea is another skin condition. That's a combination of an inflammatory condition along with a vascular disorder. So in that particular case, we use GLA along with a natural anti-inflammatory called Celadrin. And that works fabulous. And you can actually even get Celadrin in a topical cream in the health food store that is just beautiful.
A vascular disorder, varicose veins, veins, I guess that's more internals, but spider veins and broken vessels.
Right, and it's a problem, especially if you look at varicose veins, for example. Although most of us hate them because they look ugly on the back of our leg, varicose veins are a sign that your vein walls are not very strong and flexible. And so we want to get those varicose veins under control because it's a sign of your vascular health in the body. And that's where things like, we have products like Vein Smart sold in the health food store that contains ingredients that actually this combination in Europe is a prescription drug for varicose veins. So if you go to your cosmetic doc or your MD or somebody and you have your veins treated with one of the multiple different types of treatments, they will come back. So it's important to go on some type of preventative treatment or something like Vein Smart to get your vein integrity stronger, and realize that hemorrhoids are a varicose vein in the anus. So most people don't know that, and men really suffer with hemorrhoids more so than women. They tend not to get treated because they don't want to tell anybody.
Right.
And Vein Smart will get rid of even chronic varicose veins or hemorrhoids.
Well, it's certainly not something you bring up on the bus.
It's not.
No.
No.
Probably not, but it's totally uncomfortable, I'm sure. And
it's a sign of overall health. We think about pregnant women who get varicose veins. This is generally due to the fact that they're on iron supplements that create terrible constipation, which then creates hemorrhoids, which then creates varicose veins. So it's important to make sure that you're on the right types of iron if you're a pregnant woman so that that doesn't happen.
Okay, and what about good old wrinkles? Aging, anti-aging potions or lotions? Some people still glow when they're 80, you're right. And you said GLA helps.
Right.
What else? Fine wrinkles?
Well, when we look at the skin and wrinkling, wrinkling is actually a process that's involved because we lose collagen. And collagen is the glue that makes our bones super strong. It's also what makes our skin super smooth. It's what makes babies' skin so beautiful. They have tons of collagen. And as we age, our collagen declines. And again, in us postmenopausal women, what happens is in the first 5 years after menopause, we lose 30% of our collagen. And that is why everything starts sagging, wrinkling, and getting crispy looking and nasty. On top of it all, you don't have enough GLA, so your skin gets dull looking. So my two favorite things for making your skin absolutely beautiful is collagen, and not in the form that we're going to eat from animals or have pumped into our skin, but there's great products in the health food store called Collagen Plus that will enhance collagen from the inside out. And then you combine that with the GLA, and it's like your own home facelift. And then if you do have all these treatments at a cosmetic doc's office, you're looking at keeping those treatments lasting longer. So if you have, you take the GLA and the Collagen Plus and you eat lots of vegetables and you're happy and sleep and do all those things too.
Sure, happy sleep, have the perfect life. Super skin foods, superfoods for skin. They always mention blueberries, salmon, what else?
Right. Well, the darker the color of the vegetable, the better. And when it comes to fruits, this always shocks people, but it's better to eat berries than it is to eat other fruits. And that's simply because they're loaded with antioxidants. They have lots of great nutrients in them. And again, the darker the color of the berry, the better. And for us, who live in beautiful Vancouver, we are in the berry capital of the country. When the berries come in season, freeze them so you have them all year round.
Good plan. Dehydrators. I don't know, so air conditioning seems to suck things out. Do you mist?
Well, this is the secret with the GLA. This is why I keep going back to this. It gives you that layer of moisture in your skin. So instead of having to cake it on with creams and lotions, GLA will enhance that moisture barrier in your skin so you have this natural moisture to your skin. We need to, of course, the summers are bad if you're inside with lots of air conditioning. It's totally drying. Water is great, but we all know women don't drink water. I mean, we just don't. Some women do, but the majority of women don't drink water. They just find it bland. Put something great in it, like cranberry. And there's a couple of other nutrients like CoQ10 and lipoic acid, which we always hear Dr. Perricone talk about, because they're powerful antioxidants for the skin as well.
Okay, so what about peels or outside treatments, scrubbing, defoliating, any of that? Do you do that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think it's important. I like the Dermalogica rice flour.
That's lovely product.
Yes, it's a great product for defoliating the skin and keeping, you know, the top dead layers gone so that you have the fresh layer underneath. You know, when we look at topical treatments for the skin, again, put good nutrients on your skin. You know, you can get things like hyaluronic acid topically, which the Japanese have been using forever for beautiful skin. And you can find hyaluronic acid in health food stores in topical creams, and make sure that all of the topical products you use are free of parabens and, you know, nasty preservatives. A great website to go to is skindeep.com.
Okay.
And they have all of your cosmetics, natural and synthetic, every shampoo, conditioner, skin cream, and they tell you whether or not they're toxic or not.
Okay, read the label. It's not that complicated, really.
Right. If you don't
There's
understand...
only a few ingredients. I bet you stay out of the sun, don't you?
Well, you know, I like to kayak, so I wear my hat. I hate sunscreens because most of them are pretty nasty and toxic. So I don't like them at all. So I tend to wear, you know, long sleeves and a hat on my head. But I did like the sun when I was younger, just like everyone else.
Well, didn't we all?
Yeah, that's why I'm covered in the freckles.
Well, that's why I have a wrinkle or two. I'm blaming it on that.
Yes, me too.
Nothing to do with age. Age, some age.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Oh, nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you. Lorna Vanderhaeghe, she's written many books, as you probably know. The pile's over here.
Yes, it's getting bigger. I have a new one coming out.
Really?
On hormones.
On hormones, because you've got Healthy Immunity, A Smart Woman's Guide to Weight Loss, Sexy Hormones, and the Heart Smart book.
Yes.
And now...
A Smart Woman's Guide to Hormones.
Okay, thank you.